What's up, guys? It's Kyle Watts. Let me see if I can reduce this camera. Okay, well, if it's two in my face. I was gonna talk about rideshare driving. What am I gonna say about rideshare driving? To all you guys who work in the Virginia Beach area, if you're gonna sign up for Uber and Lyft, check out the rideshareguy.com. His name is Harry. And check out the Simple Driver. His name is Calvin Hill. These guys are great resources about rideshare driving. But my tip for today for rideshare driving and being successful is figure out when the most profitable times are to drive. You gotta know when to drive. You gotta know the right times. You can't just turn on your app and say, oh, I'm gonna go make money. Now, depending on what time of the year it is, depending on where you live, that might be the case. But here in Virginia Beach, where I live, what I've noticed is that when it's winter time or any time of the year when it's cold, you're typically not going to make any money during the daytime. There's not going to be too many people requesting or wanting rides. People want rides going to work in the morning. They want rides in the late afternoon, getting off from work. And they want rides late at night, like after midnight, after 11 o'clock, all the way into the wee hours of the early morning when most people are sleeping. And people are doing anything from leaving the bar, the club, a friend's house, going to a friend's house, getting off from work late, going to work late, or just doing whatever they're doing, random stuff. I don't ask questions. I've had some people go like a mile away and then turn around and come right back. And I'm thinking, you probably were dropping off drugs. I don't ask questions because it's not my place. As long as nothing weird is happening in my car, I'm not allowed to search, or do I care to search anybody. As long as you're not trying to harm my well-being, I'm cool. Not condoning anything, but I'm just saying. So anyway, here Virginia Beach area, aka Hampton Roads, the 7 cities. There's 7 cities in the southeast Virginia. You're gonna take military people to work in the morning. You're gonna take shipyard workers to work in the morning. That's gonna be the bulk of your business as far as taking people to work in the morning. And late at night, it's a beach town with lots of bars and clubs. So you're gonna be picking up a lot of bar crowd and a lot of bar people. But with that being said, if you were one of those people like, I don't want to pick up drunk people, well, think about what time the club closes in your area. In Virginia Beach, clubs lights come on at 1:30, and they're kicking you out the door by 2. And most people are probably have already got a Uber or Lyft or drove themselves home by 2:30, 3 o'clock at the latest. So if you don't want to pick up any drunk people, then definitely drive after 2 or after 2:30 if you like to drive at night like me. I like driving at night because it's nice and quiet. I mean, look out here. I mean, it's not late, but it's like 9 o'clock, and I'm just, goofing around the parking lot, about to go to the gym. I'm over in Holland Road in Virginia Beach, Virginia, near Planet Fitness off Holland Road with the Kroger and Dairy Queen, if you're familiar with the area. Yeah, it's quiet. I don't have to deal with traffic. I stay up late anyway. But yeah, I would tell you, drive different times of the day, because if you have a day job and your shift or schedule is always changing, you want your body to get used to driving at different times, and figure out what you need to do to be in a good state of mind to drive, because you got to focus and you got to pay attention to the road. You got to read your GPS, stuff like that. Like me, if I work out too hard, or I have a big workout and maybe I didn't get a lot of nutrition, or maybe it's just I worked out for a long time and just had a really good workout, sometimes I'm too tired to drive and I want to rest and recover. So if I want to have a really big profitable night driving, I try to cut back my workout, not to be so rough and rigid, you know what I mean? So I'm not saying that would affect you. I don't know how you work out, or like say you had a long day at work, or you're a family person, you have kids or a wife or a husband, and you just went from work, spent time with the family. After all that, you might be burnt out. So you got to make sure that you're rested and ready to drive and be focused, because you don't want to just go drive for 30 minutes. You want to try to do 2 or 3 hours at a time, at least a couple hours, so you can make some good money. I mean, if you just don't care and you just want to make a couple dollars, then just drive 1 hour or whatever suits you. But if you want to get some serious money in, you know, you're gonna have to drive 2 to 5 hours a day to actually get money, because you're gonna average between $15 to $30 an hour, depending on what time of the day. Both Uber and Lyft, they offer bonuses at different times of the day. So once you get into the app and you learn the app, you'll learn that you're gonna get double your money, and sometimes more, depending on when you drive. So you definitely gotta learn those schedules. But then again, you don't have to drive during the times that they offer you more money. You could definitely just drive when you want to drive. There's no boss. There's nobody telling you what to do, when to do it, and how to do it. You are completely self-employed. Alright guys, I'll catch you at the next video. I don't want to make this too long. Remember, learn when to drive in your area. You're not going to be able to just turn on the app and make money all the time. Sometimes it's going to be a very slow day. Sometimes you're going to go out and drive and no one needs a ride. So that's why you have to learn when the best time is to drive. And when you do that, you're going to make more money that way. So you just got to figure that out for your area. Every area is going to be different. I mean, if you live in a decent sized city, of course, bar time, you know, you're going to pick people up and take them to the bar. That's kind of a given, you know what I mean? But depending on what kind of area you live in, that I'm backing up, guys, excuse me. I'm trying to hold the camera while I'm driving in the parking lot. Yeah, so depending on where you live, depends on how you're going to be able to drive and when you're going to be able to drive and when you're going to be able to make money. And sometimes it might be a night where you think it's going to be busy because, oh, I'll go to the bar, or there's a basketball game or a big sporting event or something like that. And you go and it's not really anything. You go, and this is personal experience. I'm like, it's nice weather tonight, or there was a big event at the convention center. There's no rides. So most times you're going to make money, but there's definitely going to be times where you don't make money. That's why you have to figure out when the best times to make money is. Because if you don't, and you just always randomly go out and drive, you could get discouraged or think that there's no money out there. Don't believe the hype. You know, some people might tell you, and this one girl told me, she's a former Uber driver. She told me, oh, you only can make money during the summertime when it's busy. True and not true. You can make money all year long with Uber and Lyft. Just think about it. Why would people only need rides when it's warm? People need rides anytime. The point is, there's going to be more people needing more rides when it's warm, because obviously people want to be outside enjoying the weather, doing events, going to events, and having fun. So yes, in the summertime, springtime, warmer months, you will make more money. At that time, you could pretty much just turn on your app almost any time of the day and get rides. But if you're not in the peak season for your area, and every area of the United States is different, you're not going to make money all day. You're going to make money at different times of the day, and that's when you have to go out and drive. I can't tell you that. I might go out and make money when I make money, but you might go out and not make money. You might not drive the same areas or the same way, so you might not get the rides. That's why you have to learn your habits, your pattern, what you need to do. You know, I have a certain way of driving where if I'm not getting a ride, I'll drive to a certain part of town, I'll circle back around, and I'll end up getting a ride. And I think personally, you know, I don't think there's anybody behind Uber and Lyft saying, oh, this person's driving, let's send them a ride. I think it's basically a computer software, in my opinion, that sees that, oh, there's a driver and there's a person who needs a ride, and whoever is the closest person to them will actually get that ride, you know, and that's how it works. Sometimes you'll be driving towards someone, and then it won't be that same person who needs a ride. Another person will come up. Well, if that happens to you, that means somebody was closer to that rider, and the company is all about, both companies are all about speed and making sure people get picked up as fast as they can. So they're going to send the closest driver to that person so that they get picked up faster, which makes the company look better, because of like, wow, that person's like, wow, I waited under 10 minutes versus 20 minutes or 30 minutes, you know. So that's just better service, and people are going to use the service more, which means more money for all of us. And I want to dispel another myth. The more more drivers out there doesn't mean less money for you. That's BS. If someone's told you, that's a lie. Just think of it this way. In some industries that might be the case, but look at it this way. Wherever you live, there's probably thousands of people out there, right? You can't pick up 1,000 people a day, But if there's 100 drivers out there and you guys all pick up 10,000, let's say there's 100 drivers, right? And you all pick up 10 people. 1,000 people were picked up that day. But you by yourself can't pick up 1,000 people in a day. It's not enough time to do that. So that's bullcrap that someone would say, oh, that's less rides for you if other people are driving. That's nonsense. So don't believe stuff like that. If someone tells you something, don't be negative. Go, oh, thanks for your opinion. Thanks for your suggestion. But go out and test and find out for yourself. They might be telling you the truth. That might be true for them, but it might not be true for you. So go find out for yourself. You know what I mean? Obviously, if 2 + 2 = 4, it's obviously 4. So, no one can lie about that. We all know 2 + 2 is 4. So if it's something cut and dry, obviously don't try to be like, no, it's not right. I don't believe you. You're lying. Don't get in an argument with anybody. Just, oh, thanks. I appreciate it. I'll go check that out, And then in your head, be like, yes, BS, dumbass. You know what I mean? To yourself. Don't be negative, Don't start no fights. I hope that helps you guys. I'll be tuning in and give you guys more info as this Uber Lyft journey goes along. And, I'll probably be starting a dedicated channel and stuff like that. Remember, check out the Simple Driver and check out the Rideshare Guy. I want to share my experience with you guys and help you guys learn more about driving and how to drive and be successful, about tips, how to register. I'm going to get a camera phone, or I'm going to activate my other phone, and then I'm going to be, or I might get a camera, one of those small digital cameras, and actually work my phone and show you how to go through the app and do tutorials and different things like that. So stay tuned and check out my Facebook page called App Driver Success, APP Driver Success, because when you sign up for Uber or Lyft, you're using their app. It's an application, so I say App Driver Success. It's kind of bland. I might change it once I get a website going, but for right now, it's Facebook. It's free, and that's the only name I could think of. If you have any suggestions, put it in the comments. All right. Whew. Time to go to the gym. I talk way too much tonight. All right. Talk to you guys later.